Alrighty, any pains or injuries before we start? Still okay. All right. You guys good? All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10 and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow, level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. If your hips or your lower back are tight, please elevate and sit up on some blocks or some blankets. Now make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine as you take a cross-legged position. All right, let the palms face up. And the fingers come together, mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly through your seat. Elongate through your spine. Starting to connect to your breath, letting the inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Pisyandraha, Pisyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers come back to Gyan Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongate through the left side of the neck. And then chin toward the right shoulder. Release, back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back, opposite side, roll center. A few more rounds. Chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And then chin back towards the chest again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extending legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side, sitting up tall and turning your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around. And back to center again. Cross your shins, taking the opposite crossing of the legs. Raise your arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Come back to center, arms up. Twist to your left. Center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up. Other side. Back up again. Legs forward, forward fold. Coming back up, move the right heel wider to the right side, left foot stepping down. And then center your seat, left hand behind you. Wrap the right arm around the left knee and twist. Take it back to center, counter twist. Release, fold the left foot in, left hand behind you. Lift your seat and extend the right arm back. Release, back to center. Roll to outside the right foot, step the left foot down, and lift to go to the other direction. Right leg extending, yeah. Release the seat back down, square back to center. Extend the left leg out to the side. Left hand to the floor, right arm is forward, bend to right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist your left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. You can use your right hand to outer left leg for more resistance. Walk your left hand even further back, re-lengthening your spine, and then deepening your twist. Square back to center. Right hand to inside of the right leg, left arm overhead, and then side bending over to the right. Take back up to center, right hand to the floor, left arm forward, bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist right. Stay twisting. Left hand to outer right leg for better resistance. Right hand behind you, further back. Lengthen your spine, and then deepen the twist. Square back to center. Left arm to inside the left leg. Right arm overhead, and then side bending to the left. Take it back up to center. Hands come back behind you. Outer rotation. Hands slightly back. Then lift the chest, broaden your shoulders, gently looking up, opening up the throat, expanding through the front of the chest as you engage your shoulder blades toward each other in the back. And then take the gaze to look forward, come back to a slightly more neutral spine. Press your fingers into the floor as you lean the torso forward. So you're looking to lead with your heart center forward, try not to round the spine. And then as you lean forward, you're beginning to feel for the stretch of the inner thighs and the back of the legs. Once you get to a certain point and you feel like you're beginning to round again, then you want to stop and hold it there and taking a few breaths. If you have a little bit more in you, you can move your hands forward. And then keeping that relatively neutral spine with a slight back bend, walk your hands forward a little bit more. Walk your hands forward even more. All right, so all depends on your flexibility. Try to maintain as much lengthiness through your spine as possible and not automatically go into roundedness. And then walking your hands back in. With your hands to your inner thighs above your knees, pull up the knees. As you take the soles of your feet together, knees apart, and then take some butterflies. Come back to stillness. Walk your heels closer, grabbing the ankles. Baddha Konasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you draw forward. You can always press your elbows to your inner thighs for more hip opening. Take it back up. Left hand to the floor. Press your inner right thigh away from you, getting more stretch. Take it back up. Switch sides. Right hand down. Left hand to the inner left thigh and gently press your thigh away from you. Release, back to center, draw the knees toward each other, step the feet about mat's width distance, and pivot to your heels. Hands come back behind you, windshield wiper your knees side to side. The next time you drop your knees over to the right, stay there, and then sitting up tall. Start to rotate to face the back of the room. Right hand stays on the full support. Slide the left arm forward. As you slide the left arm forward, bending the right elbow and slowly lower toward the floor. You don't have to touch all the way down. You're just working on twisting the spine and extending through your left fingertips forward for the lengthiness of the left arm. All righty, walk it back in. Keep the legs as they are, and you're just going to twist to face the front of the room. Keep the knees, yeah. All right, release, come back to center. Lift the knees back up, center your seat, and let's windshield wiper again, side to side. Next time you drop over to your left, stay there, sitting up tall. All right, you want to draw the heels in a little bit. And then start to walk over to your left side. Left hand stays to your floor. Walk your right arm forward. Bhavya, this is your second side, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. I didn't see your first side, so there you go. Walk your hands back in, lift the torso back up. Keep the legs as they are. And then counter twist to the face the front of the room. Good. Release, back to center, lifting the knees again, and windshield wiper one more time. Come back to center, cross out your shins. Roll forward for down dog. Walk it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward, low lunge. Raise the arms up high for high lunge. So up on your heel, Devashisya. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching. Bending the front knee. Right hand behind you. Left arm forward. Bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Hooking your left arm to outer right knee and twist deeper. Inhale all the way up and around. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Side angle. Right arm to top of the right leg. Right hand to the floor. Left arm up. Inhale back up. Reverse warrior. Triangle. Lengthen out the right leg. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Left arm up. Take it back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale one breath, exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage, 3 progressive cobras. Lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher, full extension of your arms if you have it for cobra. All the way down, child's pose. Down dog when you're ready. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips and bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Stepping your left foot forward, low lunge. Raise your arms up high for high lunge and steadying your balance in your high lunge. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching. Bend the front knee. Left hand behind you, right arm forward, bending your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist your left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Right arm out of left knee and twist deeper. Inhale all the way up and around. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Modifying. Elbow to top of the knee or the hand to the floor. Right arm up. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg for triangle. Left hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right arm up. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. 3 progressive cobras again. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have full extension of your arms for cobra, take it. All the way down, child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up and flip the dog. Roll onto outside the left foot. Drop the right foot back behind you. Flip it back again, right leg up. This time, right foot to the outside of the right hand. Left hand stays down, right arm up to twist. We're going to coordinate circles with the right arm and then lengthening and bending of the front knee. So lengthen out your right leg as you reach your right arm back and down. Bend the front knee, circle your right arm forward and up. Lengthen right leg, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward into a half bind. Right hand behind you and twist a little bit deeper. Take the right arm back up, right hand to the floor. Walking hands forward about a foot. Either stay here, or if you can manage to lower your forearms down. Now, if your hips are really tight, there is a possibility for you to then turn the right toes out. Right thigh turns out as well, and that makes it easier for your hips when you take your lizard. Lift the elbows back up, walk your hands back in. If your toes are turned out, turn the right toes back in again, and then lengthen into your right leg. Bend the front knee, ground the back heel. Circle it up into warrior two. Reverse warrior, side angle. Right hand inside the foot, left arm up. Left palm face down and reach forward, extended side angle. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. You may stay here in the half bind. If you want the full bind, thread the right arm under to take the other hand. All right, if it's a little tight, stay in the half bind. All right, release your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor, left arm up. And then left palm face down, reach forward, extended triangle. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. Now keep your left hand in the half bind. You're going to reach your right arm forward, parallel to the floor. So now you're strong on your standing legs as you extend the right arm forward, crown of the head forward, support with your left heel down. Continue to stack your shoulders. Inhale, come all the way back up into reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touching your right arm. Kick it back up, open up the hips, and flip the dog. Roll onto outside the right foot. Drop the left foot back behind you. Devashis, lift the hips. Lift, lift, lift. Good. Flip it back again. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Stepping your left foot forward to the outside of the left hand. Good. Then right hand stays down, left arm up to twist. So again, coordinating the circle, the left arm, and the lengthening and bending of the front knee. So lengthen your left leg as you reach your left arm back and down. Bend the front knee, circle it forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Lengthen, reach back and down. Bend and circle it forward and up. Half bind, left hand behind you, and twist a little bit deeper. Raise the left arm back up, left hand to the floor, inside the left foot, and then lengthening out through your left leg. Bend the front knee, walk your hands forward about a foot. Now, you can keep your toes pointing forward, or you can turn your left toes out, left thigh out as well, and then lowering your forearms down. All right, lift the elbows back up, walk your hands back in. If your toes are pointing forward, turn them back in, and lengthen out the left leg. This is where I should have done this one, not the previous. Bend the front knee, ground the back heel, circle it up into warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle, again, elbow to top of the knee or the hand to the floor, right arm up. Extended side angle, right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you, stack the shoulders. If this is good, stay here in the half bind. If you're going for the full bind, left arm under, threading back behind you to catch the other hand. Then lift, lean back, and stack your shoulders. Release your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle. Again, modifying hand to the knee, hand to the shin or down to the floor. Right arm up. Half, extended triangle. Right palm face down. Reach forward. Right arm up and behind you. Half bind. So Bobby, it's your left hamstring, right? So skip this one. It might be a little bit too intense for you. Yeah. So stay with the left hand supporting, okay? All right. With the half bind, if you're going further, right, you're going to reach your left arm forward. Might be too tough for you, so stay here with the hand supporting. Right? So this is going right into the hamstrings, right? So it might be a little bit too intense for you. All right. Inhale all the way up into reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, push up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Fallen triangle. Right leg over to your left side and lift. I say JW, the back heel can come all the way down to the floor. Back heel. Yes. All right, and that'll give you better support. Flip back again. Right leg up. Three-legged dog. Stepping your right foot forward between your hands. Left knee comes down. Crescent moon. Hands to top of the thighs and lunge forward. Reach the arms up. Venus Mudra. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, and then broaden your shoulders even more. Then releasing hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn the right toes out at an angle. Right thigh also turns out. Left hand to the floor. Right arm up and behind you. Half bind to twist. You may stay here if this is good enough, or binding. Right hand to your left foot. Release your left foot. Raise your right arm up over the right ear toward the left side for the side stretch. And then thread the needle, right arm underneath your left. And as you bend your left elbow, right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor. Make your way back up, walk your hands back in. Turn the right toes back forward, half split, tuck the left toes under. Shift back over your left knee, flexing your right foot. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, folding forward. Begin to step the right foot back down, hands to the side. Lift the left knee for low lunge. Ground the back heel again. Circle it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Right hand forward about a foot. A little bit off to right side. Tip forward to balance. So the left heel is actively reaching back. Left arm is actively reaching up. You're stacking your left side over your right. So you're rotating your shoulders and your hips to the left side. Let's take this into revolved half moon. Left hand comes down. Square off your hips so your hips are facing down. Keep your left hand down, right arm up to twist. Step it all the way back. Reverse warrior, up and around. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to belly. Reach your fingertips back, reach your toes back. Inhale, lift up. Shalabhasana, locust. So crown of the head actively reaching forward. Your fingertips are actively reaching back. If you have it in you, lift up even higher. Release, hands alongside the rib cage, tuck your toes. Press back up into a plank. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Fallen triangle. Left leg threads under to the right side. Lift and extend. Flip it back up again. Left leg up. Three-legged dog. Stepping your left foot forward. Crescent moon. Right knee comes down. Hands to top of the thighs. And actively lunge forward. Take the arms up. Venus Mudra. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Broaden even more. Begin to release. Hands to the inside of left foot. Turn your left toes out at an angle. Left thigh also turns out. Right hand grounds. Left arm up and behind you. Half bind to twist. Stay here or binding. Left hand to right foot. Release your binds. Left arm up and over the left ear, reaching toward the right side. Side stretch. Threading the needle. Left arm underneath your right. So as you bend your right elbow, let the left shoulder, left cheek reach toward the floor. Release. Walk it back in. Turn the left toes forward, frame your left foot with your hands, half split. Tuck the right toes under, shift back, lining up the hips over your right knee, vertical right thigh. Flex your left foot, hands to support either side, lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. All right. Let's go easy on that one. You can even bend your left knee a little bit so that you can not overstress it. All right, let's break. Step the left foot back down, frame your foot with your hands, lift the right knee. Draw the right heel down and circle it up into warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Left hand forward about a foot, lobe off to left side, tip forward to balance. So you're stacking your right side over your left, actively reaching your right heel back and right arm up toward the sky. Revolve half moon. Hands to the floor. Square off your hips. Right hand stays down. Left arm up to twist. Release. Step the right foot all the way back. Circle it up and around. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Lower all the way down to belly. This time, arms reach forward. On the inhale, lift. If you have more in you, lift up even higher. Release, hands alongside the rib cage, tuck your toes. Press back up into a plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Walk your feet forward, torque your hands, come to the front of the mat. Walk your feet out about mat with distance. Left hand stays to the floor, bend your left knee, keep the right leg extended. Raise your right arm up to twist. Right hand behind you, half bind, twist a little bit deeper. Raise your right arm back up, right hand to the floor. Lengthen out both legs. Then switch sides, right hand to center. Bend your right knee, keep the left leg extended, left arm up to twist. Half bind, left hand behind you, twist a little bit deeper. Raise your left arm back up, left hand to the floor, both hands down. Then bend at the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back. So engaging the muscles around your spine. Shift your weight back toward the heels through the strength of your quads and a neutral spine. Rise up, extend the arms out and up. Exhale, side bending to the right. Back to center, side bending to your left. Back to center, step the left foot in, raise your right knee. Right hand to right knee, left arm out to the side. You can take yogic toe lock if you have better extension. Reach your right heel forward. Open up the leg to right side when you're ready. It could be your hand to knee or hand to big toe. Stay on the left leg, ankles to knee. Right ankle on top of the left knee, flex your right foot. Bend your left knee, hands together in prayer. Lower as much as you can to the point that maybe your triceps hook to the top of the right leg, right foot into your left arm. Starting to break, rise up. Step the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Let's take 3 breaths here. With your hands supporting on the floor, heel toe your feet about max width distance. This time, we're going to hook the right arm to inner right knee, right hand inner left knee, and squeeze your inner thighs together. Raise your left arm up, and behind you, half bind to twist. If you can reach For your inner right thigh with your left hand, go ahead and take. Keep your thighs squeezing toward each other, engaging your legs. Raise your left arm back up, left hand to the floor, right hand down, and then sway out your hips side to side. Allow the legs to rest a little bit before we take it to the second side. So that's a lot more activity to your quads, right? So you want to rest up before you take it to the other side. Come back to center. Bend both knees. Left elbow, inner left knee. Left hand, inner right knee. Squeeze your inner thighs toward each other. Raise your right arm up and behind you. Half bind to your lower back or your inner left thigh and twist a little bit deeper. And make sure your inner thighs are active in squeezing toward each other. Release, raise your right arm up, right hand to the floor, left hand down as well, lengthen out both legs, and again, sway it out side to side. Come back to center, bend the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back, so your spine now in neutral. Shifting way back toward the heels, through the strength of the legs and neutral spine, rise up. As you come up, extend the arms out and up. Side bending to your left. Back to center, side bending to the right. Back to center, step the right foot in to the middle. Lift your left knee. Left hand to the knee, right arm out. You may stay here, hand to knee, or yogic toe lock and extend. When you're ready to open, left knee, left heel out to left side, right arm out to counterbalance. Stay on the right leg, ankles to knee, left ankle on top of the right knee. Make sure you flex your left foot. Bend your right knee, and then if you can, either hands together in prayer or hook to your triceps to the top of the left shin. Left toes into right arm. Starting to break, rise back up. Step the left foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Forward fold. Take a few breaths. Crow pose. Bend your knees. Hands come forward about a foot and a half. Shoulders width, palms flat. Shift to your tiptoes. Bend the arms back. Knees to the back of the arms. Gaze slightly forward to the floor ahead of you. And then with the entire body, elbows bending, shift the weight forward. When your elbows line up over your wrists, maybe you've come far enough forward to lift your feet off the floor. Good, Yvonne. Almost there. All right, when you're ready, walk or jump back to down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands and gently take the seat down. Shift back toward the sacrum. Raise your shins. If you tend to round the spine, lift your chest. Take the gaze slightly upwards so you're looking for a neutral spine once again. Once you steady your balance, arms forward. Once you steady your balance, you're going to lengthen legs and bend your knees 5 times. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend. Then you're going to slide the legs forward, keep close to the floor, draw the knees back in. Slide the legs forward, draw the knees back in. Slide, draw in. Slide, Draw in. One more. Slide. Draw in. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Baddha Konasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Come back up. Heels together, toes apart, hands together in prayer. Shift back toward the sacrum and raise your heels again. When you're ready, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. One more. Lift, lower. Lift again, stay here. Then extend out and bend. Extend and bend. Extend, bend, extend, bend, extend, bend. Again, Baddha Konasana. Grabbing the ankles, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Take it back up, cross your shins, roll forward, walk back to down dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, standing forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Hands together in prayer, twisting to the right. Hook the left arm to outer right knee and twist. Yogi's choice. Stay here in a twisted chair or side crow. Hands to floor to the right side. Shift right, forward, and then maybe your feet come off the floor. Good, well done. Yes. All right, come back, chair, and then dive forward. Take 3 breaths. Second side, bend the knees, chair. Hands together in prayer, twisting to the left. Hook the right arm to outer left knee. Either stay here or taking a side crows to the left. Good. All right, square back, chair. Exhale, dive forward. 3 breaths. Bend the knees. Come back up to chair. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee, tree pose. Arms up and out. So your right foot either above the knee joint or below the knee joint. Try not to step directly onto your knee joint and push your knee joint out of place, right? When you put too much pressure from the inside pushing outwardly, you might have misalignment in your knees. Airplane, warrior 3. Take the arms out to a T position. That's your airplane. Right foot behind your left leg. With your left hand, grab the foot. All right, once you're steady, as you lean forward, right arm to right side, right knee to right side, lean the torso forward to parallel the floor. That's your warrior 3. So this is a combination of airplane and warrior 3. All right, so I call this airplane warrior 3. Begin to break. When you're ready, come back up. Step the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Second side, bend the knees, rise up chair. Stepping on the right foot, tree pose. Pick up the left. Sole of the left foot, inner right leg, above or below the knee joint. Arms up and out. Stay on the right leg, airplane warrior three. Left heel goes behind the right leg. Bind the right hand to left foot. Left arm out to a T. Once you steady your balance and you're ready, coming forward with your torso parallel to the floor. Left knee, left leg out, left arm out to the side. And that's your airplane warrior three. Make your way back up. Step the left foot back down chair. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Giving you another chance for crow pose. Again, hands come forward, shoulders width, palms flat. Shift to your tiptoes, bending your knees, bend the arms back. Knees to back the arms, shift forward, and balance. If you prefer to take yogic squat instead of arm balancing, you can take the hands together in prayer in your squat. I was like, who's the sixth person in here? All right, when you're ready, walk back, jump back. Down dog. Come forward into your plank, lower all the way down to the belly. Reach back, bend your knees, grab your feet. When you're ready, kick your feet up, lift your thighs, lift the upper back. Release. Child's pose. Nice and slow into the transition to draw back. Camel pose. Walk your hands in, lifting your torso, tucking your toes under. So you should have about 1/5 distance between your knees. You're going to stand up on your shins. Start with your hands to your lower back. Your palms are supporting your lower back. Your fingers around the top of the glutes. Draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lean the hips forward, activating your quads. You can stay here in this back bend with your hands supporting, or if you can reach back for your heels, hands to heels. All right, so we've just taken that bow pose and rotated 90 degrees to now a camel pose. So it's basically what we just did on the belly, right? Starting to release. Take it back up. Child's pose, nice and slow. Lift back up to the best of your abilities, Virasana. Take the inner thighs and the knees together and walk your heels a little bit wider. So that your heels should be wider than your hips. With your hands supporting, you're going to start to lower the seat toward the floor. Now, I'm not able to sit all the way down because I have really tight quads, knees, and etc. So I'm hovering in space. I'm not sitting all the way down. So your knees and your inner thighs should be together. And your heels should be wider. Theoretically, knees and thighs together. And your feet go wider. That's right. So if you have the flexibility, you're sitting all the way down. If you don't, you're hovering in space. If you are hovering in space, you're just going to keep your hands supporting, doing the best you can. So I'll come a little bit further up so you can see. Right? So if you don't have the flexibility in your quads and your knees for this, right, that is okay. Just keep your hands supporting. Only go as low as you can manage. Right? But if that's all you can do, stay there. Right? Because also it could be your hip rotation, it could be your thighs could be quite thick, right? If your thighs are thick, you don't have that inner rotation in your hips, then it's all going to be much more difficult, right? So do the best you can. Right? Usually, for men who don't do this type of movement a lot, it's quite tough for us, right? So we have to modify. Now, for those of you at home with blocks, right, you can always sit on a block or a blanket. For the rest of us who don't have the props here, you just have to support with your hands. All right, let's start to break. So this pose is particularly important to reorganize the knee joints as well. You're going to tuck the toes under, shift back, and just balance on your toes a little bit, and just resetting your knees. All right, starting to lengthen out the legs and walk it back to your down dog. Walking it out side to side, stretching back the back of the legs, the back of the knees, and this pedaling out will bring some circulation back to your legs. All right, back to down dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up for pigeon. Draw the left knee in, land that shin to the floor. Inch your right knee further back to lower your hips. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands back slightly back to elongate. And once you're set, you can make your way forward. Forearms down or making pillows with the hands and resting the forehead. You may remain here. Those of you who like some pigeon variations, you have forward folding twists. Left hand stays down, thread the right arm under, right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor. You can support with your left hand down, or you can take your left hand behind you to your lower back. If you have the extension to bind the left hand to the left toes, go ahead and reach for your toes. It's there, you got it. All right, if you want to go the other direction, you can walk your hands in, lift your torso. You might have to take the left seat down to move your left heel further forward. You want the left shin to be about parallel to the floor and flexing your left foot. Then you want to angle your torso over to the right and hook the left tricep to serve the left foot. Hands together in prayer. And then once you have this, right, you want to press your left elbow down toward the floor and the left tricep into your left foot so you can lift the chest, lean back, and rotating toward the sky. So it's a really nice stretch to your left arm, left shoulder blade, left shoulder. And then for those of you who like to bind, you can lift back up, come back to your pigeon. Left hand stays to the floor. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your right hand to grab the outside of the right foot, and you want to kick the foot away from you. By kicking your foot away from you, that lengthens into your right arm, right shoulder. Maybe getting your torso back up to a more vertical line, maybe even a back bend. Once you have that and you're feeling steady, you can maybe free up your left hand to reach up, and this is your Mermaid 1. Mermaid 1 could be revolved. Left hand to the right foot, kick back, and then right arm reaching up and back. So it could be a revolved position if you want. So keep the right hand on the floor. You can always just switch hands, yeah. And just kick your foot away from you, and I'll give you a stretch. In time, what happens is when you get enough flexibility and your torso gets more and more vertical, then you start to find the balance, and you can raise your right hand. All right, let's start to break. Hands back to the floor. Take the left feet down. Swing the right leg forward. And extend the left leg as well. You're going to take a leg cradle. Arms underneath the right shin. Now, if you're not able to take it so deeply, you can just support with the hands to the outside of the right leg this way. All right, I'm upping the game for you guys today. We're going to take an arm balance here. So this is what it looks like. You're going to hike the right knee a little higher toward the shoulder. Hands to the floor, wider than your hips. Right arm stays bending. You're going to lift the seat and maybe lift your leg. That's right. Lean the torso forward. Lift the seat. Yes. And then if you can, lift the right leg as well. Lift. There you go, right? So, yes. All right, so the counterbalance has to come with your torso leaning forward and the seat drawing back a little bit. All right, so you want to take the right leg as high up the arm as possible. Then, as you lean the torso forward, notice that as I lean the torso forward, the energy of the seat moves back. Yes. Good. Extend both legs. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Take it back up. Left heel in, right leg back. Through that pigeon, make your way back to down dog. All right, second side. Right leg up. Draw the right knee in. Land that shin to the floor. Inch your left knee further back. Elongate through the spine. Once you're nicely set up, walk your hands forward, forearms down. Or you can make pillows with the hands. And then again, if you're working on variations, you can do your twist. Right hand comes to the floor for support. Thread the left arm underneath, left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor, right arm up and behind you, half bind, either just to your lower back, or you can reach for your right toes with your right fingertips. If you went the other direction, walk your hands back in, lift the torso, take the right seat down. You're going to move the right heel forward a little bit more, flex your foot. Then lean the torso over to your left, hook the right tricep to sole the foot, hands together in prayer, and use that resistance to lift the upper torso and lean back. Take it back to center, and then those of you who took binding, you want to walk the right heel back in to set up for your regular pigeon. The right hand stays to the floor, bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand. Right? So initially, for those of you who are a little bit tighter, right, you may not be able to kick the foot back and the torso leans forward. If that is the case, since the weight is leaning forward, it's really hard to take the arm off the floor, right, the right hand off the floor. So what you have to do is work on kicking your foot back. And as you kick your left leg back, that drags into your left arm, starting to stretch your left shoulder. In time, you'll start to get enough flexibility that your torso becomes more vertical and maybe even into a back bend. When that happens is when your right hand gets lighter, and then you can reach your right arm up and back. And this is your mermaid one. Right, and finding that balance is tricky. Now you can go for mermaid two as well, switching hands. Left hand to the floor, right arm reaching back to grab the foot. And again, same thing. Kick the foot back, start to stretch your right arm, start to rotate some more, getting more into a vertical line, maybe even into a back bend with your torso. And then left arm reaching up when you're ready. Right? If you're not able to take the hand off the floor yet, the left hand, keep the hand on the floor and just work on the kicking of the left foot back. Alrighty, let's start to break. Walk your hands back in. Take the right feet down as you swing the left leg forward. Then extend the right leg forward as well. Leg cradle. Thread the arms underneath your left shin. So this leg cradle is a preparation, right, for the hip opening in order to get your left leg over your left arm. All right, for those of you who don't have that deeper leg cradle yet, you can keep the left heel angling forward and the hand supporting the underside of your foot or the outside of the foot. All right, so this is where you start to build the leg cradle. Otherwise, you want to thread under and draw the leg in. All right, so arm balance. You're going to hike the left knee as high up your left arm as possible. Hands to the floor, wider than your hips. Then as you press your hands down, lift the feet. Maybe you just stay here initially, right? Maybe you can shift the weight slightly back and pick up the right leg. Good. Yvonne learned from the first to the second side. Very nice. Go a little bit wider with your right hand. With your left hand. That's good. That's good. Good. Now lean the torso forward. There you go. And then as you lift the seat up, you're going to draw the weight back through your seat. Press into your hands and lift. That's right. It's a lot of leg, core, hips, quads, right? And then also the key point is learning how to counterbalance that, right? By drawing your weight back in space. So as you lift, you want to lean the torso forward and the energy of the seat drawing back. And when that happens, you get enough counterbalancing to lift. All right, let's extend the legs forward again. Arms up, inhale, exhale, forward fold. All right, from here, just lowering onto your backs. And let's take a bridge. Bend your knees, walk your heels in, feet are about hips width. With the fingertips, feel for the back of the heels. Once you've set up, press your heels down and lift your feet. Feel free, if this is good enough, stay here. If you prefer a wheel pose, you can take a wheel, hands to your shoulders, elbows up, and lift all the way up. I don't feel like you have to, only if it's within your practice to take it into a much deeper back bend. Everyone start to lower all the way down. And then when you're ready, draw the knees in toward the chest, hugging both knees in. And then recline twisting. Keep the left knee in, extend the right leg out to the floor. Left arm out to a T or downwards alongside the hips, your choice, and then roll to the right. So you're rolling to outer right leg, outer right hip, but keep your left shoulder blade down toward the floor. Gently take it back to center. Switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. Take it back to center, hugging both knees in. Then step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes turn out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed, and let everything go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. When you're ready, roll over to the right and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Stick a non-dominant shin on top, reconnecting to an even seat. A lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. Come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.